Hi, my name is Camila, and I'm 11 years old, and I want to know how did the people of Pompeii die?
Hi, I'm Sullivan, and I'm an editor at World Book Encyclopedia. And today's question is, how did the people at Pompeii die? It's natural for us to wonder about how the people died at Pompeii. We have casts of their bodies made by scientists that show us what it was like for them in the last moments of their life. And so it's natural to wonder about that. You might think that the people of Pompeii died by being consumed and caught up in lava, but really for the most part, that's not how it happened. Pompeii was a beautiful city on the Gulf of Naples. It was such a beautiful location, in fact, that many ancient Romans had villas there. But Pompeii was a place with a hidden danger. The people of Pompeii thought that they were living at the foot of a mountain, but actually they were living at the foot of a volcano, and they didn't realize it. It had been hundreds and hundreds of years since that volcano, Vesuvius, had erupted, and all knowledge had been lost that it was ever a volcano. Two other cities nearby to Pompeii were also destroyed on the day Vesuvius erupted in AD 79. Herculaneum and Stabia were those cities. But because of the way Vesuvius deposited ash on top of Pompeii, it's a light, fluffy ash that's easily excavated. Archaeologists have found through the years that it's much easier to excavate over Pompeii than it is the other two cities, and that's why we're really more familiar with Pompeii than we are with Herculaneum and Stabia. We have writings that tell us about the day that Vesuvius erupted in AD 79. Pliny the Younger, a Roman author, wrote what he saw that day in writings and letters that we still have. Pliny writes that at 1 in the afternoon on August the 24th, he suddenly above Vesuvius saw a huge column of ash and smoke erupting above Vesuvius. That eruption would go on for at least the next 12 hours. By midnight, a 10-foot layer of ash would be deposited on the city of Pompeii. At around midnight of that night, hot ash, rock, and gas at a very fast rate of speed hurtled down the mountain. That's called a pyroclastic flow. The layer of ash in the first phase of the volcano's eruption, and the pyroclastic flow in the second phase of the volcano's eruption were nearly equally deadly. About 38% of the people that archaeologists have found in Pompeii died in the first part of the eruption, in the falling ash phase of the eruption. It may not seem that dangerous, but when 10 feet of ash piles up on top of the roof of a house, the roof or the walls are likely to collapse. And so almost half of the people that died in Pompeii actually died from having the roof of their house or the walls of their house collapse on them. The second type of death that people died at Pompeii was from pyroclastic flow. People who died of that tended to die of asphyxiation, and specifically ash asphyxiation, meaning that their lungs were so choked with ash that hardened and filled their lungs, and they were unable to breathe, and that's how they died. So very few people actually show any signs in Pompeii of having been touched or affected in any way by high heats or by lava. Most of them died of being crushed in their own homes from the ashfall, or being asphyxiated by either ash or deadly gases in the pyroclastic flow that came after the ashfall. And that's how most of the people at Pompeii died.